Hey everybody, and welcome back to 6 Ages, Ride Like the Wind, in which we find ourselves in the late Earth season. It's time to bring in the harvest and prepare for the cold, so that means no raiding. So maybe next year we will raid, eventually. We've played the game for 10 hours and we haven't done any raiding. That also means I'm probably not going to be sending out a lot of people, because I don't want them to be out during winter time. We do have Parnana here is returning from, I believe, exploring up here. Or perhaps foraging. I don't remember what we sent them out to do. We do have a good amount of swords. So it doesn't look like we need to recruit any more people. And I think maybe we just do nothing again. I hate these turns where we do nothing. We could send off an emissary or a trade caravan. We're kind of we're still low on goods. We're low on herds, as always. I may just want to stay home and protect what we have. Parnana's food gathering party has returned. Okay, thank you, Parnana. And it's early dark season. You know what happens during early dark season? We do nothing. I mean, I guess we could be trying to do some magic, but doesn't that? I mean, we'd have to sacrifice. And again, I don't really want to sacrifice, but if we have to, we have to. But should we try for some more rituals? Remind me again what? Excuse me. Go away. Remind me what the R with the thing, that means we did it, but it was a long time ago. Oh, excuse me, I'll have to click on ritual and then this button. We performed it. Okay. So, ritual can gain a herd of cows, strengthen a quest, or we don't know how to do that one. So we'd have to sacrifice to be able to learn how to do these. The only one we could potentially do is Taming the River, but all the gods are at war, so it may not be a good time to do this. It's been 6 years since we rode to the other side to visit the gods. If we don't perform such a ritual fairly soon, they will withhold favor from us. The story of Nivora taming the Arcos River is one of those simpler rituals to perform. We have not yet performed this. Our clan magic is low. A ritual will deplete it further, but it's the end of the year, so maybe it's not so bad. Let's remind ourselves the taming of the river. Even though we knew the story before, it really didn't help us. But maybe it would help us this time. That was... No, not Relandar's ranking. The taming of the river. So... the Emperor strode forth, and they tamed the serpent. The rest of the empire was flooded. Reladivus first, he attacked it with his brilliance, which left it with a smaller dragon. He burned it away. He boiled it away. It offered riches, but Reladivus was not tempted, so don't be tempted. But then it rose up again. Reladivus tricked it by feigning injury. And then the dragon attacked, and then he pushed back. Oh, excuse me, he raced back and forth and made the river windy. And was tired. And then he did something. Let's see. Reladivus brought a clay jar to Arcos, who was intrigued by the jar and took the form of a beautiful young woman, a beautiful blue woman. She tried to seduce Reladivus, but he rebuffed her. Finally, she offered a reed basket full of pearls. Reladivus would only trade if she returned to her channel. Arcos agreed and used the jar to make a great lake in which to bathe and raise her children. Okay, so burn it up with light, make it tired, and then bargain with it? Sure, whatever. Can we try that? It may go horribly wrong, but let's try. That was Reladivus, right? So who is... I'm sorry, this is getting very into the weeds here. Relandar the Learned. So I'm wondering if it is important to take a specific person, like a person that worships a certain god, if that's important, or if just a high lore skill is what's important. But maybe we'll try a ritual. No, let's try a ritual. Hello? Music? Game? Have you just died on me? All right, let's try to fix this. Okay, I don't know what that was all about. I don't know if it's something on my end. If maybe you think I'm crazy and the music didn't cut out, but it definitely did cut out on my end. But it's back now, so let's go ahead and check on ritual. Yep. Let's try the Taming the River ritual. Yes. Combat. Candidates for Taming the River, which calls for someone competent at fighting and negotiating. Okay. So maybe we weren't looking at that before. Maybe we were looking at something different. Combat good. Bargaining good. Well, Zakorda, you're good at both of those things, right? So, and you're well-established leader. So we can always try to send you on that. I think we'll get the chance to choose that again on the next screen. Let's go ahead and start. You embark on a ritual to send one of your number to the sides of Reladivus as he defends Nivora. To tame a river, you will need to perform the ritual using water from it. The Oslira River is both more powerful and further away than the Black Eel River, so using its waters will make the ritual more challenging. You have yet to tame either one. We want to do the Black Eel, because it's the closest and the easiest one, right? Do you seek the aid of other riders? Sure, if they want to come along and help. Riders who shared our belief in the Sinala revelation agreed to lend their support. Our priest said that their aid could be a significant factor in the success of the ritual. Do you also seek the assistance of the Wheels? Their ancestors who lived in Reladivus City, but over the generations have allowed errors to creep into the stories they tell about him. No, we do not want their incorrect ways to taint us. As descendants of Nivora, any clan member can attempt the ritual. Even though you no longer worship Reladivus, whoever you choose should be competent at fighting and negotiating. We were going to choose... we were going to choose Zakorda. But let's check. Renowned fair. Excellent good. I mean, he's renowned and good. So I mean, excellent good is also decent, but renowned good. Let's go for that. Let's go for you, Zakorda. We need to sacrifice. Of course we need to sacrifice. And I hate this part, but we're gonna sacrifice like 8 goods. It's not a lot, but let's do it. Zakorda rides back to the days of the Golden City. The fields and pastures outside are drowned by the floodwaters, though Emperor Merzharzar's yeah, that guy, had sent word that he had tamed the river after Shargosh failed to do so. Zakorda can see the blue dragon Arco surging over the land outside the city. The Emperor had done nothing for Nivora. We have subdue it by force, use cunning, trade valuables with the dragon, seduce the dragon. The first thing they did was subdue it by force, right? And then use cunning and then trade. So let's subdue by force. Zakorda charged his horse right into the water, shooting flaming arrows at the dragon's eyes. Blinded, it snorted a jet of spray, but Zakorda dissipated that in a blaze of heat. I didn't know you had Didn't know you had that power, Zakorda, to give off a blaze of heat. Swinging a blazing sword, he relentlessly drove the dragon before him, forcing it steadily downhill. Finally, Arcos turned and fled, running into the lowest channel it could find. Well, there you go. You've done something. Zakorda rides off to the blur of the God's War. Then suddenly he is back in Devora, again looking out over submerged fields and pastures. The dragon Arcos is back, apparently no longer afraid. So this is the time you use the cunning, right? And you make it go back and forth and back and forth. After consulting a map of the realm, Zakorda rode out, slumped in the saddle as if sorely wounded. Sensing weakness, the dragon lunged at him. Zakorda raced towards the nearest valley, but when he turned across the plain for the next one, Arcos was already there. Whether he had mistaken the submerged landmarks or the dragon outwitted him, Zakorda could not say. In the end, he was trapped on a hilltop and could only watch the waters rage around him. It was years before the waters receded and the citizens sobbed in frustration. Yeah, that's not a great sign, guys. Now we're back into it again. Let's trade. What did he trade with? A treasure or wealth? A treasure? Oh, we actually have to give him our treasure, huh? And there's no way back from this. So here's the clay mask. Treasures -1, goods plus 59. I mean, that might be a good trade. Zakorda concealed the clay mask under a pure white linen cloth. Intrigued, the dragon took the form of a bright-eyed, beautiful blue woman. Zakorda resisted her charms and drove the hard bargain for his treasure. He would not make the exchange until Arcos agreed to flow only in a specific channel. Okay, this is a new screen. I haven't seen this before. Reladivas appeared to Zakorda, thanking him for putting Arcos back in his place. We had to give up our treasure to do so. The dragon surely won't dare to return for 100 years or more. Zakorda is relieved that the god was not put off by his failed attempt to trick the blue dragon. What reward do you seek? Taming of the river, protection against the water, or wealth from below the waves? I want taming of the river, please. That's why we started this whole thing. Like +1, mood plus. Reladivas nodded. My mother's children will have mastery over the black eel. Cooperating clans would gain protection from the river. Their ritualists smashed jars containing its water. Clans who didn't come now surely wish they had. The Darshame fended off the Fordo Silvuli attack, taking light casualties. I do not think they will go to any great lengths to discover how the Rams found them. So those are the people that clan magic can go negative. I didn't know that. You'll have to wait until sacred time to use any, and maybe slightly less lucky in a few circumstances. I didn't know we could go negative. But that's okay. The season's almost done. So we have... Let's check the map. This is the Black Eel. Yes, this is the Black Eel River. So now we can explore south. Maybe to Forosan if we really wanted to go that far. We cannot explore to the west though, because that's the Oslira. And that thing about the Darshame or whatever, or Darshama people here. Yeah, those were the Rams that were like, tell us where they are. And we're like, okay, here you go, guys. So let's just end the season. I think we're done. Yep, end the season. I have to click on the right thing. We're still in early storm season now. I think we do the same. Let's just confirm and just huddle down during winter. And of course someone attacks us. Why wouldn't they? In the dead of winter, someone attacks us. We're greatly outnumbered too, with negative magic. We're being raided by the Vestantes. They are 124 of them. They slipped past our patrols, and we could raise only 11 swords and 51 bows. We had been warned of an attack by Southern Rams and were prepared. Were we? We were not prepared. Zakorda was worried at how many of them they were. We're definitely not prepared if we only provided like half, less than half of what they have. Let's just survive, please. We can't do any of our magic powers. Advance, charge, maneuver, parlay, reserve 1 and 7 fighters, skirmish, or intimidate. Let's skirmish to see if we can get some bow attacks on them. Oh, but they came in fast. The Vastante's advance was on us with only light casualties. Let's fight cautiously, please. Okay, pushed them back a little bit. They waited for an opportunity, but we gave them none. The battle began to swing our way. Zakorta could say that only the gods could say for sure, but our fighting skill seems better than theirs. Conserve your strength. Berserk attack. Take risks to win. Hold your ground. Fight fiercely. Let's hold our ground, please. Oh, they pushed back on us. Several warriors suddenly flew into our ranks, catching us by surprise. The battle began to swing their way. Okay, please fight cleverly. Oh, then that was it. Several warriors suddenly flew into our ranks, and we were done for. And they took 25 cows and 14 horses and 17 cows worth of loot. So they really destroyed us. Lovely. Like, I don't understand the battle system. It seems very, very just random. And maybe that's just me. And we actually we had some people killed. Outright slaughtered. And we only ended with 3 magic this year. Last year, 28 babies were born. We initiated 13 children as adults. The clan has 2 fewer people, 61 more head of cattle, and 1 more horse than we did last time. Our crafter produced 54 cows worth of goods. Our market made a profit of 14 cows worth of goods. We have less magic because the gods are clashing. The priest said the gods felt close, but this year would be good for other world rituals. Well, we already did one last year. We are known for finding secrets. Okay, so we're kind of low on points here, guys. Pastor magic, I think, yeah. Pastor magic is important. Because we're kind of low on... You say we have 61 more heads of cattle, but no. We need pasture magic. We need cows and goats. A trader from the Honeymane clan spoke of terrible trolls who live far to the north. They have hundreds of enslaved Dara Hapans to serve them. It makes me shiver just to think about it. Well, yeah, me too. We could set up a venture. We could finally do the clan hall decorations. Clan hall feast, clan hall sacrifice. Which is the right way to do it? It's the decorations first, right? We should complete preparing our clan hall. Okay, so let's do the clan hall decorations. I think that takes a lot. That takes like 50 goods, right? Gerano, if you want to do it, you do it, buddy. Gerano's patient supervision meant that we were able to complete the decorations for only 46 goods. Everyone came to admire the carvings of clan ancestors and the hangings, which incorporated several sacred texts. They were impressed at the amount of gold and coral on the ceiling. Well, yeah, I don't know what that did for us. If we finished our clan hall, well, you're going to tell me right now? If we finished our clan hall, we could perform another venture this year. We haven't yet had a feast to inaugurate it. Yeah, so we need to do a feast next time. Fortification's still ruined, huh? Yeah, we didn't build a watchtower. Or maybe they destroyed our watchtower last time. I didn't read. I just kind of skimmed over it because I was so disappointed we died. We could go far exploring to the south now. And maybe I kind of want to do that. Like, what if we went all the way to Forasan and found out what that is? Zakorta, I don't want to send you. I'm sorry. I want to send Yatakan. He's been pretty good at this. We'll have to go through enemy territory, but let's go. Oh, hey guys. One of your hunters returns from a sojourn to the shores of the Black Eel River to report that the foreigners who live there might be vulnerable to attack. I think we've had this event before. The Weeders, as they are called, pose no great threat to a clan like yours, but your hunter Hendar saw them lose several fleeing spearmen to the Earthlings. Whatever goods they have left are now vulnerable to a quick raid. Demand tribute, raid them for goods, send spirits to vex them, tell the high stallions, high allurings who hate water people, or take no action. I mean, I think we're good people, honestly, and I think we did last time. I think we go with Zakorta. We may think that they're our ancestral enemy. They haven't even heard of our moldy grudge. Yeah, just take no action. They're not worth it. There's no honor in attacking these people. Mood plus. People were glad to leave the poor weeders alone. They were but a pathetic substitute for the mighty water foes our ancestors faced in the past. There you go. Mood minus. Yeah. No rating. Word of a great victory won by Ave2, who, like Yatakan and Leafor, gained special fire magic from Elmal, has reached us from her husband's clan. Dwarves attacked them, fielding a superior force. Just when all seemed lost, Ave2 rode into battle, scorching them left and right. The brilliant hoofs now fully understand what we gave up when we allowed her to marry outside the clan. They raised skins of Kumis, not only in her name, but in ours. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate that, you thinking of us. Now, let's say we tried for a raid. Is that important? I think it's important that at least we try. It's been 13 years since we last raid. We're losing respect. We can raid while our crops ripen if we choose to. We could use more warriors, he said. Let's check out who doesn't like us. Who hates us? Does anyone fear us? No. Does anyone hate us? Yes, the Eyes of Gold do. And the High Stallions do. Eyes of Gold. They hate us. They owe us a favor. They sell slaves but don't keep them. They reject us in all of Revelation. High Stallions hate water people. Known for their reliance on raiding. They both hate and mock us. They reject. So you hate and mock us? It's time for you to go to war with you, High Stallions. I don't want to raid someone that likes us. So let's try a herd raid against the High Stallions. Herd raids are usually quick thefts that have fewer repercussions than full raids. We'll send 10 swords and, I don't know, 8 bowmen, so just really quick, in and out. Why can't I herd raid? Do I need to send more people? Oh, I can't do it that far away. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Well, then, Eyes of Gold, it's you, then. Hopefully this is... I mean, should we throw more people at it? I mean, let's throw lots of people at it, just in case. We managed to sneak around the Eyes of Gold patrols and steal 22 cows without being spotted. Well, there you go. Mood plus and herds plus 22. That wasn't too bad. We, like, no negative repercussions for that. Let's check out our... We have a low food of one season of food, huh? That's not good. So maybe we should think about foraging a little bit somewhere close by. Like maybe right here. Elendry, get out there with a few people and find us some food, please. Oh, herds minus 23. So as soon as we took them, they took them back. Our herds report that the Porganosi stole 23 cows in a herd raid. They were gone before our patrols could reach them. Dun dun dun. Hey guys, how's it going? A delegation of weeders, well, we know who those are. Foreigners who live on the shores of the nearby Black Eel River petition you for aid against the Twin Song clan. We are not rich like you, but we get by, digging for clams and fishing, they say, using the simple tongue of trade. Those riders harry us mercilessly in search of our treasure, a large magical pearl. We will give it to you if you stop them from raiding us. Decline, then tell the Twin Songs. Ask the Twin Song clans to leave them be. Tell the Twin Song clans the Weeders don't have the pearl, or wait until later, then raid them for the pearl. The Weeders deal with spirits. Yeah, let's just ask them no. Let's just say no, guys. It doesn't exist. You all want to attack them, but let's just say Twin Songs. Just lay off, my dudes. They need high diplomacy. Very high diplomacy. So, Parnana, get to it. I don't know, send some people to back you up just in case you get ambushed on the road. You take a gift. Yeah, I got 53 goods, so sure. Here's 8 gifts. 8 goods, guys. The Twin Song leaders, mood minus and goods -8. Twin Song leaders said their people would not like it if they let weaklings keep a valuable treasure. Perdana said the circle had to be mindful of its popularity, just as ours did. Well, then you shouldn't have taken our goods. Like, if you didn't want to do what we wanted you to do, you should have just left the goods alone. Twin Song, you evil jerks. Time to bring in the harvest, so that means no more raiding. We got a couple troops out here. We got a very far explorer and a forager. We have some goods, so maybe it's time to build that watchtower again. I'm back from scouting the waterways to the south. Nobody much bothered us as we dug in riverbanks and overturned rotting logs. We found rare animal skulls worth 13 cows. Okay. Well, what does it look like, my dude? Oh, the Forasan is a river? Okay, so that's my misunderstanding. I thought Forasan was like a place name, not a river name. But we found some goods, so I think we just, well, let's check out. Is there anything else we could do with our 54 goods? We could build a rampart for 50 goods, stake the perimeter for 40. Nah, I think we just hold off. I think we may just want to just hunker down. Oh, mood minus population -9. That doesn't sound good. Women of your clan rush to the village in a panic. Their children, out guarding the pastures as is their duty, have disappeared. One of them saw a ragtag band of outlaws, some on horses, some not, making off with the children. From their motley garb, those bandits look like former riders or wheels, joined by a ram or two. Shimmering magic aided their departure, suggesting that the ex-El Mali among them have turned to the worship of Yatello, renegade god of hunger and banditry. 9 children remain unaccounted for. Well, you know what? We got to get those children back. That's for dang sure. Hunt the bandits. Send Sarissa to save them with Anila's magic against Yatello. Send Carndivas to save them with trickster magic. Wait for a ransom demand or work with neighbors to reduce the banditry. So just give up on the children. Sarissa, you want to do it, but that's okay. We must find and fight them. That's right, Zakorda. You and Amani say what's true. We must go hunt them. The parents want their children back. We must not waste time bringing in other clans. Yes, let's get after them, guys. Hunt the bandits. Zakorda, go out there and make me proud, dude. Send everybody. You know what? 10 swords. Freaking 15 bows. Send almost everybody we got. We could not find them. Zakorda said they were protected by a heat magic thrown up by Yatello. Typical bandit magic. Well, that's not great. Lost those children. Whoops. Sorry, families. We didn't try very hard, did we? Alright. Oh, herds minus. Yarnis, a young herder of your clan, wakes up with his mind clouded. He fell asleep in the pasture, and now the herd he was watching over is gone. Your shamans recognize this as the work of mischief spirits called Zalzim. The 15 cows Yarnis lost have most likely wandered onto the lands of an immediate neighbor. Approach the neighbor in search of the cows, give Yarnis a public scolding, perform a divination to learn where they've gone, urge the people to accept the loss. You know what? We can just ask our neighbors. There's a couple responses for divination. Or just urge the people to accept a loss. A couple just to say, hey, go ask our neighbors. Hey, which clan do you ask? Well, who likes us? Is there a way to find that out? Black Spear, they're not on the list. Brilliant Hoof, they're not on the list. Grey Wing, they're not on the list. Sky Racer, they're not on the list. So, okay. Who owes us favors? Eyes of Gold. Well, there you go. Eyes of Gold. You owe us a favor? Help us out, guys. Oh, I guess I could have just hovered over him. Whoops. Isagold, go help us out, please. Parnana, get to bargaining. Or diplomacying, I guess. I mean, I don't want to send a huge delegation because that might be not perceived as a good sign if a whole army tromps onto their border. But here you go, 6 swords, 14 bows. It's a lot, but you take a gift? Yeah. Here you go, guys. Have 8 goods. Please help us find these cows. The Isaac Gold clan, hate -1, goods -8. Isaac Gold clan say they have not seen our cows, but they thanked us for our gift. I don't believe them, honestly. Do you believe them? I don't believe them. Let's confirm. Let's just hunker down to the... Oh, of course we get raided. Never-ending raids. Being raided by the Dar Shamay. There's 7 chariots, so with another 104 on foot. They slipped past our patrols, and we could raise only 8 swords and 48 of our bows. That's not awesome. Zakorda was concerned that we were outnumbered. Well, yeah, me too. Zakorda noted that the Dar Shama chief was daring in battle, with his clan disrespected our might. They might feel emboldened to use riskier tactics. All right, let's I don't understand, like, drive them off, kill as many as possible, survive. I think we just want to survive, honestly. Or maybe drive them off is the best option, but so overwhelmed, I think we just want to survive. We'll use our 1 point in magic. Let's conduct a magic ritual, please. I need our horses. Firehoof, please. We started performing a ritual, but the Dar Shamay sent out a herald. Do you agree to parley? No. Get out of here, guys. Let's conduct the ritual again. Firehoof. As our priests completed the ritual, the hooves of the horses began to spark. While we performed a ritual, the Dar Shamay shifted some of their forces into a reserve. Alright. Let's skirmish, please. Dar Shamay had to charge through a devastating stream of arrows. Let's conserve our strength, take risk to win, seize an opportunity for vengeance, wait for opportunities. Ooh, pushed far back. They pressed their attack, forcing us out of our battle ranks. They gained the upper hand. Zakorda said that perhaps they had gotten lucky. Let's fight fiercely. Got pushed back even farther. Wow, we really got wiped out. They attacked wildly, rattling death carts, driving us back. Fight cleverly, please. Ellen, or Aline. Aline made a daring charge to face a high-helmeted charioteer, cutting him down. Then Dar Shama footmen closed ranks surrounding her. Ride one of them down and escape, take them all on, use riding tricks to hold them off till reinforcements arrive. Ah, there we go. Flashing hooves kept pike thrusts at bay. Onrushing Star Dancer regulars broke the circling formation. Aline fought alongside them, felling many. I mean, we're like have no people left. Let's hold our ground. That's all we can do. And then we got wiped out. We lost 26 cows and 5 horses. We lost 27 cows worth of loot. Maybe we should have parlayed. Well, I think after we read this, this will be the end of this episode. Last year, 28 babies were born. We initiated 10 children as adults. The clan has 16 fewer people, 22 fewer heads of cattle, and 6 fewer horses than we did last Sacred Time. Our crafters produced 41 cows worth of goods. Our market made a profit of 28 cows worth of goods. Maintaining our strides took 12 cows and 24 goods. The seers heard metal ringing in the distance, but could not tell if it was bells or swords. At least we have 8 magic now. The God War must be over. Oh, Ellendry, you're not back from foraging yet? You might be gone forever. Pasture magic? Sure. I think we need, like, wilds magic. Let's put crafts. Let's put fields. There, we'll spend 1 in fields, 1 in pastures, 1 in crafts. And leave 5, sure. The sharp-tongued rams of the Porganosi clan boasted they flew to the God's War to fight alongside their rebel god Orlanth. He rewarded them by infusing them with the spirit of the javelin, their emblematic weapon. This blessing grants them the edge in battle. It will persist for the next 7 years. Parnana. I've visited all our fields and I'm starting to get worried. We've been growing barley on them for about 5 years now. They're again just beginning to show signs of exhaustion. We should probably wait a year. We could probably wait a year, but we need to prepare new fields. At least we can rotate some of our pasture land. Okay, so you know what that means? That means before we end the episode, we should remember to convert pastures to fields. Parnana led the clan in the tedious work of removing stones from some of our grazing lands. Then was much easier task to consecrate the newly cleared fields to the Barley Mother and the Earth Mother. The old fields became grazing land for our horses. I'm riding through some of our pasture land. I'm starting to get concerned. We have been grazing our livestock on them for about 15 years now. They're just beginning to show signs of damage from overgrazing. Well, I said we were going to end the episode. We will after we resolve whatever this is. Traders mentioned that the nobles of a particularly thin-skinned wheel clan, the Chov Ashde, have been complaining about you. Wheel people, or charioteers, share a history, language, and most of the same gods with you. Relations with them tend to be strained. The next time you injure their dignity, they'll teach you to mind your place. They threaten a feud, which the wheels call an oath of enmity. The tradition of feuds did not exist before the Exodus, and they do not acknowledge that they have adopted any new custom since the Golden City. Their particular sensitivities and blind arrogance makes feuds with wheels especially hard to end. So we do not want to get into a feud, is what they're saying. Convince them they have more to fear from a feud than you do. Let the matter rest for a time. Offer placatory? To placate them. I just don't know that particular, usage of the word. Or offer words. Or, again, I think I can scroll down. Why? There should be an indication that I can scroll down. Offer to make a punitive raid on a neighbor of their choice. So you want to convince them. I mean, I don't think we can fear them or make them fear us. Offer to raid someone else. Let the matter rest for a time. Offer gifts. Offer gifts. I mean, I don't think we have gifts to give, so maybe we can just try to, diplomacy our way out of this. Parnana, please get with your very good diplomacy and make something happen. How many warriors do you send? A good amount? They said mere words could not extinguish the fire of their certitude. Parnana said she knew there was no chance as soon as she started talking. Well, so that's a thing that happened. Alright, well, that's the end of this episode. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time.